Hello YouTube, Robin Hood Bricks here, and today we're going to do another brick haul. This is another package from bricklink.com and it's one of many I have in a backlog that I've got to get through, so we've got all the bricks to do our city updates. So let's get going. That's a pretty big order, this one, so we're just going to have a noisy brick avalanche there. Get rid of the box. Oh wow, so these are all neatly sealed up in bags. I'm just going to grab my knife. Right, so no particular order. Here's a very nice looking bag with some good sticker pieces. We've got a 4x4 modified plate with a sticker from the Agents line. I forget what he's called something like Iron Jaw or something like that, I can't remember. But I thought that would be a really good screen to have in an agent's base or a villain's base. Not decided which yet. This is an old train door, as you can probably tell. Now, I want this actually for my bus. I'm going to have to take off this sticker, which is actually in really good condition, which is a real shame. So I might use my hot tea technique to remove it carefully so it could be used in the future. But I'm going to use this to replace the door on my recent bus, red bus from the Capital set 60200, because it's on the wrong side of the bus for the UK. In the UK we drive on the left, so the door would be on the pavement side, so on the left hand side, so this is the side it needs to be on, if that's the front of the bus on this side. So it's replacement for the one that comes in the set. I think we've seen these before. These are going to decorate my yellow large railway station. We've seen these before. Just collect a lot of these so we can have a really interesting ticket vendor at the airport or something like that, maybe an advertisement. We've seen these before, so I'm collecting these as well because these are going to form part of the pavement or sidewalk near a bus stop, just to mark where other cars aren't supposed to stop. This is a 2x2 tile with some nice chevrons on. I don't know what I'm going to use that one for. Next bag. Oh, I might not open this one. It's got loads of tiny little bits. Oh, go on then. Let's open them all. So be careful I don't lose absolutely everything. Right, golly, lots of tiny little bits in here now. Some of these are definitely for secret projects. The detail, I nearly escaped. The detail of some really small inside builds on some projects, I know that, but this is probably the most interesting piece. These two are for the large oversized alien gun on my alien mothership, so I'm going to put those to one side because I believe this order, the main reason for this order, or one of the main reasons, was to get the pieces, rolling away again, to get the pieces for that oversized gun, because we had to do that video without completing that element. So here we got a bag of minifigures and minifigure accessories, a couple of black telescope pieces, can't remember what they're for, a couple of guitars. Now I'm thinking of having a pawnbroker in my city. And pawnbrokers often have a lot of musical instruments, so there's a blue one from, I believe, the Friends line, and a black one from a Batman minifigure. So I didn't want to buy the Batman minifigure because I got nowhere to put it. I've already got one Batman, that's enough for me. A sort of vintage gun, same use. That's a black old style sort of cup chalice piece, that's for the gun. I bought this helmet from the Ninjago movie set because I thought it might actually be convertible into a sea creature. we'll have to see how well that looks when it's been modified a little bit. Lots of legs, so I think they had some really cheap leg pieces. So there's what, 6 blue ones, all new, a red one, and then some special ones. We've got a gold one, I think that's off the Goddess series minifigure. But I think I'll use that with the flip-flops as beachwear on the beach. Got a nice stripy leg assembly there for what I'll use for leggings, I think, for somebody doing some exercise. And I've got a couple of ripped jean pieces, which are again from a Ninjago figure, but I mean these could go on absolutely anyone. Got a purple Friends pen. Lots of little pink flowers. I think these are from the Friends set as well. So they're a bit different from the normal standard fare. Got a little pin on the back, so I'll have to work out how best to use those. Got 2 really interesting decorated fans. They're very nice pieces. And a head here. We'll get the focus in. Not crazy special there, but nonetheless. Lots and lots of bricks. Well, I'm definitely not going to open this one. Just lots of 1x2, 1x3, 1x4 bricks in assorted colours. The tan ones are likely for my university. The medium dark flesh are likely for my modular that I'm planning. And the yellow ones are likely for my station. Be quite huge. All of these projects are quite a way off in my Lego city, but that's why we've got to keep making progress. Oh, here's a very interesting bag. Let's have a look at this one in more detail. So first of all, the massive lime green wheel piece, and this is one of the largest pieces of the Alien oversized gun. 2 old sort of Technic steering wheel pieces or pulley wheels. These are also part of that oversized gun, which I'm already very excited about putting together. There's a few of these light bluish grey ladder pieces there for my underground station, or stations I should say, for my underground train. These 3 white Technic pieces are to form a bracket. If we think about putting all 3 of these in a row, then I can attach this to a wall and use this as a mount for an aircraft or something like that. So I bought those to experiment with. I've got some other ones that are similar but a different shape, but these ones with the 2 bends in I didn't have, so I wanted to get some of those so I could mount aircraft to walls in the best possible way. So that's another sort of good project coming up. Yellow pieces for the station, another white brick, that'll be for my modular probably, a nice silver hose piece, that's for the gun, a couple of more roof pieces for the station. Now my university is loosely based on the recent Hogwarts set, so I'm going to need additional pieces to finish that off. So this is for the tower, and this is for, well, a doorway most likely in that building. Got some purple cupboards for my train station. Another white door frame, 3 more of those. And another piece for the university. Many more little round 1x1s, and a grabber and a 1x1 round brick. Some slope pieces. I know the dark grey ones are for the university, as are the tan ones, and the black ones are for the station. Not much else of interest in there, I don't think. Oh, now this is an interesting bag. So these lime Technic pieces are also for our oversized gun. I'm really looking forward to putting these together and putting that gun on the mothership. The rest are 1x1 rounds. The gold ones are for one of my sort of secret ideas. Template. Another template. Bright green large plate for my fairground ultimately. 2 base plates in normal green, 8x16 just for underneath the railway lines and so on. It's quite a big order this, there's a heck of a lot of stuff. Got more bricks here, these seem to be modified bricks. So we've got everything from Technic brick for the station again in yellow, bricks with clips and bricks on the side and all the rest of it. I couldn't possibly remember what all these are for, but I know these large ones are for the side of the marina, as we've said before. So that's good. Bigger bricks. Never have enough of these white ones for the edges of things. That's good. 2 slopes. Lots of 1x2 and 2x2 jumper plates in assorted colours. Now some of these are used for floors, so they've got a little jumper for minifigures to stand on. A lot of them are used for, the brown one's used for the secret project. Yep, a lot of different ones of those. Heck of a lot of plates there, all sorts of different colours, and lengths and shapes. Even more. Different colour shapes and bigger ones in that bag. A bag of bigger bricks. We've also got some sand blue bricks here. Now, because a lot of the modular buildings that are released by Lego have similar colours to each other, and a lot of colours keep popping up for buildings in a Lego city, I'm trying to do my modular in some slightly underused colours so that it won't be completely the same as all the others. So I've already said I'm using medium flesh for one element of it, and I'm going to be using sand blue for another element of it. So hopefully it will look really unique, or just unique. Got a couple of glass pieces in here, a couple of sign pieces, modified tiles. Wow, that's a lot of round bricks. Brown and gold for a special project, yellow for the station again. You can see recurring themes there. Lots of black bricks, 2x2s, 2x1s rather. Can't remember what they're for. And last but not least, another interesting bag. We have an antique brass key. Now I wanted a key to represent the key to the city and have the mayor presenting it to somebody, but this looks a bit old, doesn't it? I'm not sure this is the right colour. I think there's a chrome gold one available. I don't know. I'll have to give that some thought. It's an interesting piece. Skateboard. I do like Lego skateboards. I've got quite a few of them now. Every time I see one with a different sticker on, I make the purchase. So I'll have somebody bees along the pavement on that. An Explorer. I think it's from the Monster Fighters range, and he's looking rather fantastic with a map and pouch and bandolier and so on. So I like him and his white old star hat. And then a sumo wrestler. So I've got the sumo wrestler already. In fact, I think I've got 2 of them. But the good thing about this particular minifigure is he was very well priced. And if you think about the constituent parts, you've got bare legs with a swimsuit for the beach. You've got a torso with a bit of a tummy going on, also for the beach, so that could be another beach user. And we've got a really sort of grumpy expression face, so that's really useful, can use that anywhere. And then this black hairpiece with a bun or tied back can be used just for any old female character, so that's really useful. So I bought it really for its parts. There's one nice purple flower there and a azure coloured mallet, which I just didn't have, was a few pennies. So a really big order there, not particularly exciting in many respects because of all these large bags of bricks and so on, but all these bricks are obviously vital for us to build some significant buildings in the future. But the projects that you'll be familiar with already will probably be mounting more aircraft to walls and building a ridiculously oversized gun on our alien mothership. So that's a pretty good order. So as always, thank you for watching. Do remember to like, comment and subscribe for more awesome LEGO videos. And next time on Robin Hood Bricks, we'll be going back to our city update and probably working on our harbour area some more. See you next time!